Good morning to the best family on YouTube. Good morning. Today's quote of the day is this: when trust is broken, a simple sorry means nothing. Let me explain a little bit of a thing on this. So, when we hear I'm sorry, we hear an apology, we hear things like I'm sorry for this, that, and the other. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for that. No, we immediately think that. But when trust is broken between two people, that trust is gone. You have to rebuild that. A simple sorry will not cut it. It's the same thing for marriage. It's the same thing for relationships. It's the same thing for friendships. It's the same thing for everything. When you have trust that is broken, a simple sorry isn't going to cut it. And coming from a person who's had a history, a simple sorry isn't always the answer. Sometimes sitting in silence and saying nothing is an answer. So when you look down deep inside the question, inside this quote, you see a lot of things that you can do better. And one of those things is sitting there saying, I did do wrong. I did do this. I did do that. And it's one thing to sit there in a minute and go, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done this. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. It's a real thing. And that's why most marriages fail. Because they don't have trust, they don't have communication, they have lack of loyalty, they have lack of honor. That's why it fails. That's why most marriages fail nowadays, is because there's lack of everything. You have your insecurities that arise, and then pretty soon you'll find someone else, and it's just a downhill spiral. Sometimes you even have kids, and sometimes those kids feel as if they're nothing, watching their parents just disappear. This is a lot. Anyway, the way to get around this is don't feel sorry for yourself, because you did nothing wrong. If you're a child and you have trust that's been broken with a friend, don't feel bad for yourself. Trust can be rebuilt. So can communication. So can loyalty. So can honor. So can a lot of other things. You can sit there and rebuild trust. You can rebuild that friendship, relationship, or marriage, or whatever it is. You can rebuild it. It's a choice by the end of the day. It's still a choice. See you guys tomorrow for another one of day 221. See you guys tomorrow.